So I think this year he really takes that leap, and with somebody like as, because I don't know what people think. Josh Jacobs still could get busy. He was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if
He
he
got
was,
busy. He got busy in Vegas. He got busy in
yeah,
Vegas.
but like people thinking that he still ain't got what he was doing 2 years ago. But I think he had a
Yeah,
better team now. He's more focused. He needed something. Needed change. Like a lot of people say they need a change. So it might
yeah,
help for him. And yeah,
yeah.
I think the Packers make a good lead. And also I like the Seahawks. I like the
In the
Seahawks.
NFC West.
I like the
Wow.
Seahawks. I like the
I like them
Seahawks
too.
Why?
Tough
Why do you
division
like the
though.
Seahawks?
because
Why do you like the Seahawks? Yeah.
because Geno Smith, he's a solid quarterback. He's not
No, he's a good quarterback.
like you look at him, he's like, yo, he's real solid, he's good. And their defense was young last year. Their
Hmm.
defense was sort of young, so I feel like that's gonna carry them over. The defense, and they had those two running backs, Walker, and I
Hmm.
and I forget the other guy name. I remember they had
Charbonnet.
yeah,
Charbonnet.
Yeah,
I
Charbonnet.
can't
Yeah,
pronounce his name, but
yeah they had
yeah,
they had two
Walker.
running
Walker gets busy.
yeah
Walker gets busy.
they had two running backs, so I was like, all right. So I think I like those two teams. I like those two teams being sleepers.
yeah, but the Seahawks are in a super hard division, bro. You got the Rams
Yeah,
and the 49ers, and like a
yeah.
Cardinals, a good, young Cardinals
I
team. Like they
haven't. The
have
thing is,
no margin for error.
I haven't really seen much. I haven't really been a believer of the Rams for some reason.
they, they won a Super Bowl like 3 years ago. What do you mean?
I know
They
that,
were
but
and they were in the
I
playoffs
think that
last
was
year.
all. I think that because Matthew Stafford just got there and all that. But now that I just
Now that
don't
was
see
OBJ.
the Rams,
Yeah.
like they're a good team, but I don't see them be like, all right, they gonna be there. Like you know what I'm saying? If it was down to I'll take right now. I take the Packers over the Rams.
Yeah,
That's a toss up. I think that's a toss up. I think that's a toss up because they're pretty evened out, especially like with the loss of Aaron Donald. Like you take him out of the Rams, that significantly changes that defense. Like, this is the first time we'll see a Rams defense without Aaron Donald in a decade. So it's
Yeah,
like
without him
I
clogging
think
up the
that's going
middle,
to change.
holding up, taking up five people.
Exactly, exactly. I just don't know that the Seahawks have enough on offense. Like I like Jackson from Ohio State. The kid's young. He's one of those players I think like this might be his leap year, like from good player to this kid might be a star. The thing is, Tyler Lockett is going down in the depth chart, which Jackson is coming up. But DK gonna still demand all these targets, or is it gonna be all right? Now we got to get this young receiver. DK already got his bag; he's straight. We got to get this young kid up to speed because they drafted him out of Ohio State because of his potential. He has star potential.
Yes.
Same with Garrett Wilson. Those guys were in the same. Those guys were in the same wide receiver room. Garrett Wilson, Jackson. So I want to see. I want to see what that offense looks like outside of like Kenneth Walker, who we know gets busy, and DK. Like if Jackson takes that step, then I think that Seattle offense could really go to the moon. Okay,
yep,
so we got
I
that.
agree.
Uh, all right. So real quick, let me while we're there, Gene. I mean, not Gene. Deuce, you talked about um, Jordan Love, which he's like my. I think Jordan Love is a top five type quarterback. I think he is special. I still don't think he's in an offense that is like catered to big numbers. I don't think we're ever going to see like Patrick Mahomes numbers from Jordan Love. I just think the efficiency and like the way that he plays and being able to manage a team like to
Yes.
actually get quality wins is what we're going to see because they don't have like top of the
Like
line wide receivers.
if I'm not mistaken, that was his first year as a starter, right?
First year, bro.
And you couldn't
First
even
year.
like. It seemed
You
like he
couldn't
been
tell.
doing it.
Yeah. You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. So
Yeah.
I think when I say like Jordan Love is special, I'm not talking numbers special because he doesn't have numbers like talent around him. He has just steady good players, but no like Christian Watson is their wide receiver one, and he's barely available. And he's a good player, but he's not a wide receiver one on a like contending team. So the numbers are going to be good. Like they're going to be efficient. 32 touchdowns, 11 or less intercept. Very Aaron Rodgers-esque, like towards the end of his career. But I think as far as like, if you tell me I could put The Rock in 10 quarterbacks' hands, in a playoff game, as we saw him go into Jerry's world and do it, he's one of those 10 guys I would pick for sure. Do you think he's the one that takes that leap, though, Deuce? Because you talked about the Packers from, Jordan Love is here. We saw him in his first year to now. We're looking at the second coming of Patrick Mahomes. Like, is that what you think is going to happen?
And that's why I say I think Jordan Love is going to be one of those quarterbacks over in the NFC that's leading the NFC. That y'all
Hmm.
talking about what's it called, Matthew Stafford. He's gonna leap past all them NFC quarterbacks. That's what I
I
think.
could agree with that.
I like. That's what I said. I like him. I like him. And I think what's his name's going to have a good bounce back year too. Kyler Murray. I
Mm.
think Kyler Murray is going to come back with a nice bounce back year. I
Something
didn't give
about
up on
Kyler
him yet.
Murray. I don't like Kyler Murray's motor, man. Like I don't feel like he really cares if they win or lose. He got his bag. He seemed like he care about more about the shorties and playing Call of Duty. Like Kyler Murray don't give me that like he
I
don't
got
give me
I
that
got a
like yo,
feeling
I
that
got a squad. You feel me?
I got a
Yeah.
feeling that I think that receiver, the young receiver Harrison Jr. going to help him out, spark something in them, and I think they're going. I think he's going to put up some numbers this year. So
While we're there, Deuce, I'm glad you brought this up. Marvin Harrison Jr., you picked him on your fantasy team because you think he's going to go crazy this year. Um, who will be the best rookie wide receiver from this class? Will it be Malik Neighbors on the Giants? And I'm not even talking like numbers because I feel like, me, I'm a context king with the whole. I think it tells more than just what the stats should say. Who do you think when we're done at the end of this year, you'll be like, he's wide receiver one from this draft class? Because there's Roma Dunze, there's Malik Neighbors, and there's Marvin Harrison Jr. Those are the three top guys that went top 10 in the draft. Who you got at the end of the season?
I think I'm going to go with the dude from the Bears.
A Dunze?
I can't lie. I can't lie. I think Caleb Williams gonna give him the rock. I can't lie. I think they're gonna try
But
to do something over there. I think Caleb
that
Williams
room,
gonna try to give him the rock. Like,
that wide receiver room is stacked. I mean, there's DJ Moore, there's
yeah.
Keenan Allen, who's like 100 catch person a
And I
year
feel like
every year.
those two guys are gonna draw a lot of attention and let the rookie just slide
Yeah.
around and and
Okay.
and be Caleb Williams little
Okay.
reliable.
Okay. This feels like a hot take. Maybe not so much because he was a top 10 pick and he was one of the best receivers in college football, but this is a hot take. Before we move on to your elite player to stardom, superstardom, Deuce. I mean, Gene, who's going to be that guy from this draft, wide receiver one at the end of the season?
And none of the guys that you just mentioned. You know who I felt? Keon Coleman from
I
Buffalo.
I
Give me a,
I
yo.
got to see him. He's
Can
got
we
too
get
many
for
there.
real?
He got too many
Can we get
internet
real?
clips. Too much.
Nah,
I haven't
you know
seen the
why I
catch.
say so? I'm just saying, like in comparison to the other QBs, I mean, to the other wide receivers, like Gabe Davis left, Stephon Diggs is gone as well. So he's kind of like forced to be, wide receiver one. Kincaid is what a tight end, right? What other
Yeah,
wide
Kincaid's
receiver?
a tight end.
Yeah, what other wide receivers do they have on that team? And we know, look how Josh
But is
Allen
he like
played.
that though?
And that's what I need to
I
find
think
out.
I think he'll be like that.
He
That's
got
where
a
I'm
great
going with it.
personality. You can't knock his
That's what I'm saying.
personality.
Nah, and I mean
Yeah.
physical tools. He's not a little dude. He's not a little dude as well, you know. But look at Josh Allen's career. His first two seasons before he got a true
With
stud at
Diggs?
quarterback. I mean at
Oh, okay.
wide receiver in comparison to when he finally got one. That's what hit the switch for Josh Allen. And I feel like this kid, if they set him up the right way, not saying that he's going to produce like Stephon Diggs because that's a tall order, but I feel like people are going to be
Well,
like,
he
damn, we
better.
let
He the
this
only
kid
one
slide. That's what I'm saying.
there.
That's
He
what I'm saying.
better produce like Diggs.
Listen, he'll probably get more targets than all the rookie wide receivers this year.
I thought Deuce had a hot take with a Dunze, and you tell me
Mm,
Keon Coleman is going to be the wide receiver one at the end of this year. I think
yes.
it's Malik Neighbors. I think Malik Neighbors, I told you guys this in our group chat. He gives me OBJ, Jamar Chase vibes. And it's not just like that he's athletic and he jumps and runs well. It's his attitude, bro. He's like, this dude's out there throwing punches in the first training camp against the Lions veteran defense who got some dogs on there. Like his attitude is like, I don't care that you've been in the league 10 years. I'm coming in here to bust y'all like
Oh,
I like that about
That's
him. That dog
that's
mentality at LSU is different.